All right. Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off by saying, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Kol Haloyim, Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad. The Hakim and the Aquath that's listening in. Yahawah Ratazah, Lord willing that this lesson is edifying. It's the brother Shuwab Amwan back at you with another lesson. The title of this lesson is going to be called The Feast of Tabernacles. Shalom, sister. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Barakatah. So we're just going to touch on the Feast of the Tabernacles, which is it started today and it ends it's from one Sabbath to the next Sabbath, so it's 7 days. And basically what we're supposed to do in this time is rejoice. I'm going to bring out a couple of scriptures on what it explains that we're supposed to do. All right. But, it speaks about us making booths, but that's something you don't have to, do, because it's hard to keep, get access to certain things and, things like that. But if you can, you could. But this is a time of actually feasting and we don't mean feasting as in have a grand old party, all right, on some feasting about yourselves and things. We're supposed to be feasting of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, because the Feast of the Tabernacles is to remind us of how the Lord kept us in the time of the wilderness, things like that. All right. But it's all about remembrance, let's go into let me go into start it off with, because I got it on my scriptures. So let me start off at Leviticus 23. Leviticus 23, and we're going to start off at 33. All right. As a matter of fact, what else should I bring? Let me see if I could get this real quick. Exodus. Because there's 3 main feasts that we're supposed to keep. All right. And this is one of them. Yeah, see, we got 3 national feasts right here. All right, let me read these real quick. I'll start off at Exodus 23 and 14. And it says, 3 times thou shalt keep a feast unto me in the year. You see, unto me, meaning Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. These feasts are not for our own, ways or anything like that. All right, this is all about Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And these are solemn assemblies. All right, the most serious one is the Passover. All right, but these, because the Passover, you're not supposed to rejoice in the time of the Passover, but the other 2 feasts, which is the feast of the first fruits, and then you got the Feast of the Tabernacles. Those are supposed to be times that we rejoice. All right, which is
That's our holy days. That's our time, you know, instead of these damn, you know, 2/3 out there celebrating these fucking paganistic holidays and shit like that. You know, we are supposed to keep these high holy days. These are our times of feasting and getting together with our, you know, families and you know, enjoying that we're in this truth and that we have Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai on our side, man. All right. But let me get into this real quick. This is Exodus 23 and 14. 3 times thou shalt keep a feast unto me in the year. Thou shalt keep the feast of the unleavened bread. Thou shalt eat unleavened bread 7 days, as I commanded thee in the time appointed in the month of Bib. For in that so like for in it thou camest out from Egypt, and none shall appear before me empty. All right, so this is talking about the Pesach, all right, the Passover. And then it says, and the feast of harvest, the first fruits of thy labors. That's the feast of the first fruits of the harvest, because we're supposed to, this is right after the time of the feast of unleavened bread, all right, after the Pesach. We're supposed to keep the feast of harvest where we gather up the fruits, all right, of our labors, okay, which thou hast sown in the field. And then it says, in the feast of ingathering, which is the end of the year, which is the one we're going through right now, the Feast of the Tabernacles, where we're supposed to gather, you know, all our fruits and, you know, harvests of the ending of this year, you know, your corns and things like that, you know. And it says, the feast of ingathering, which is the end of the year, when thou hast gathered in thy labors out of the field. So these are the 3 feasts that we keep throughout the year. All right. And they are solemn assemblies. But the one that's the most serious, that is not about rejoicing, is the Pesach. All right. So now let's go into Leviticus 23 and 23 and 33. All right, and this is where we're going to start. And it says, and the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, the 15th day of this 7th month, all right, which this is the 15th day because 5 days ago was the Day of Atonement, all right. And if you're following, you know, your calendar and you're following your days with the not the Passover, the what do you call it, the Sabbaths, Salakia. The 15th day, this will be the 15th day. All right, and it lands right on the Sabbath. Today is the Sabbath, so the feast of the 11 of the Tabernacles landed right on the Sabbath, and it's going to continue on to the next Sabbath. All right, and it says the 15th day of this 7th month shall be the feast of Tabernacles for 7 days unto the Lord. All right, 7 days, and then it says, on the first day shall in holy convocation and the first day shall be in holy convocation, just like, you know, we did in the time 5 days ago the the Day of Atonement. All right, everything was a holy convocation. Everything was dealing with us praying constantly and being in the scriptures and learning more about Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and learning more how to keep these high holy days properly. All right, and it says, and ye shall do no servile work therein. Yeah, because it's a Sabbath. All right, so we're not supposed to do no work today. All right, which is already the Sabbath. And it says, 7 days ye shall offer an offering by fire unto the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. On the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein. All right. And just like we spoke about in the Day of Atonement, all right, we no longer do those offerings, you know, and sacrifices anymore, because Yahushua was the ultimate sacrifice, All right. And we ourselves are making ourselves a sacrifice. All right. And it says, Leviticus 23 and 37, these are the feasts of the Lord which ye shall proclaim. Yeah, because this whole chapter was talking about how the memorial of the blowing of trumpets, Day of Atonement, and now it's speaking about the Feast of the Tabernacles. So it says, these are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering, a meat offering, a sacrifice, and drink offerings, everything upon this day. You see? And like I said, we're no longer making, animal sacrifices and things like that, because Yahweh was the ultimate sacrifice. All right. And us ourselves are, let me get that real quick. That's in Romans 12 and 1. And it says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice. You see, so we ourselves are presenting ourselves as a living sacrifice unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And it says, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. All right. And if you want to make it even better, since we don't do the sacrifices and things like that, you can pick things that you do in your normal day lives and sacrifice it for 7 days. Let's just say you like to get dressed up nice and wear jewelry. Well, for 7 days, don't get dressed up nice. Don't put on jewelry for 7 days. If you're a woman and you like to, well, you're not supposed to be putting no makeup on, but you like to, wear your little jewelry and things like that, don't put that on, for 7 days. That's a sacrifice that you're doing on for yourself, because you're supposed to be on the time of humbling yourself. All right. That's what it's all about, is you do these things to humble yourself, bring yourself down to a low state. All right. And even like that's what we're supposed to be doing with the not the tents, but the booths. It speaks about us making booths, which they're called sukkots. All right. And you're supposed to go and get pieces of wood and make a very how can I say it? Make like a little covering, something to just dwell under, and it's supposed to be like looking like real poor, basically, because while you're humbling yourself down, you know, showing Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah that you bring yourself down to a low state. All right. So continue reading. It says, besides, let me see. Yeah, Salakia. Leviticus 23 and 38, besides the Sabbaths of the Lord, and besides your gifts, and besides all your vows, and besides all your free will offerings, which ye give unto the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Let me read that again from the top. This is 37, and it says, these are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering and a meat offering, a sacrifice and drink offerings, everything upon his day, besides the Sabbaths of the Lord, and besides your gifts, and beside all your vows, and besides all your free will offerings, which ye give unto the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So these are the things that we were supposed to be doing in these times. And this is what a true holy day of celebration is about, man. Not going out there and worshiping fucking Christmas, not going out there and worshiping Thanksgiving and Halloween, because Yahweh Bashem Yahweh don't accept those. All right, these are the days that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh accepts. All right, as a matter of fact, let's go into Isaiah real quick. 10 and Salakia, not 10, 1 and 10, and it says Let's bring it out real quick. Yeah, 1 and 10, and it says, "Hear the word of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai." All right. Matter of fact, let me get in here my scriptures so I can follow along. All right, it says, hear ye the word of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, ye rulers of Sodom, give ear unto the law of our power, ye people of Gomorrah. All right. And it says, to what purpose is the multitude of your sacrifices unto me, saith the Lord? I am full of the burnt offerings of rams and the fat of the fed beasts, and I delight not in the blood of bullocks or of lambs or of he goats. When ye come to appear before me, who has required this at your hand to tread my courts? Yeah, because we be celebrating these, our people are so lost that they're celebrating things like Christmas and Halloween and, Thanksgiving, all right? And, they have their little Passovers, according to the churches, Valentine's Day, Easter, all that, man. These are things that our people are worshiping, and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah doesn't like that. All right. It says, bring no more vain oblations. Incense is an abomination unto me. The new moons and Sabbaths and the calling of assemblies I cannot away with. It is iniquity, even the solemn meeting. Yeah, because the way these people celebrate these things, it's an abomination, man. They're not celebrating the true holy days of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah according to the scriptures. All right. It also tells you that in let me get that in Amos 5 5 and it's I think it's 24. 21, and it says, I despise your feast days. I will not smell your solemn assemblies. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy viols. But let judgment run down as waters and righteousness as a mighty stream. You see? So Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah despises the feast days of this world, man. All right, that's why it tells you in let me get it from here. Colossians 2 and 8 KJV. All right, that's why it tells you in Colossians 2 and 8, it says, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy in vain deceit after the tradition of men. And that's what we are, these 2/3 are accustomed to, celebrating and worshiping the traditions of men. All right, the holidays of men, what the so-called white man has taught us through, philosophy and vain deceit. And it's all after the rudiments of the world and not after Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. All right. So he despises those feast days. He will not smell your solemn assemblies. All right. He's not going to take our offerings. All right. You got people that'll cook and then they go out there and hold hands together at the table and want to put a prayer up, and they think that, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah is literally out there listening to them. He's not listening to you one bit. All right. Then it says, take away from me the noise of thy songs. All right. Yeah, these people put music on. All right. And the time of, bullshit ass Christmas and shit like that, they're putting Christmas carols on and shit. Those are not high holy days according to the scriptures. Those are according to the traditions of men. So judgment run down as waters. That's why judgment is running down on us as waters for those wicked holidays that we celebrate and things like that. If you realize in those times, people come together, but at the same time, these people come together and a lot of shit happens, A lot of family fights happen. You know, couples end up fighting on days like that. You know, you celebrating those type of holidays, you know, you just end up arguing because you're in rough times, broke as hell, because you done fucking went all out, bought all types of damn gifts just for one fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Just for a day to pass. And pretty much those holidays are made to waste your money and you know, pretty much make you spend your whole fucking entire life savings on trying to impress somebody with a damn gift, man. All right, so Yahweh Bashim Yahushua not dealing with that. All right, so let's go back to Slack here. Yeah, so let me go back to Isaiah 1 and 13. Bring no more vain oblations. All right, incense is an abomination unto me. The new moons and Sabbaths and the calling of assemblies I cannot away with. It is iniquity, even the solemn meat. All right, and it says, your new moons and your appointed feast, my soul hateth. Oof. They are a trouble unto me. I am weary to bear them. You see, Yahweh Bashem, we just said that in Amos 5 and 21. All right, it vexes his soul, man. All right, it vexes our souls to see us, you know, see our people celebrating these wicked ass holidays instead of, you know, celebrating and knowing Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's true high holy days. All right. And then it says, and when ye spread forth your hands, I will hide mine eyes from you. All right. Yeah. Because, you know, these people go out there and they'll try to pray, but literally Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is turning his face from your prayers, man. All right. Your prayer is even an abomination unto the Lord, man, when you do things like that. When ye make many prayers, I will not hear. Your hands are full of blood, you see, full of wickedness. All right. Yeah, so that's the point right there. Let's go back to where was I? Where was I? Deuteronomy. Oh no, Leviticus 23 and 33. All right, let me just turn to Leviticus over here. The scriptures. All right, and we was on 36. And it says, 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. On the 8th day ye shall be in holy convocation unto you. And ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. It is a solemn assembly, all right, meaning serious, man. All right, and ye shall do no servile of work therein. These are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering, a meat offering, a sacrifice, drink offerings, everything upon this day, besides the Sabbaths of the Lord, and besides your gifts, and besides all your vows, and beside all your free will offerings, which ye give unto the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And it says, also in the 15th day of the 7th month, all right, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, all right, because again, that's what we're supposed to be doing, gathering the fruit of the land, all the crops that, you know, are ripe, and bring them in. All right, and it says, ye shall keep a feast unto the Lord 7 days. On the first day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath. All right, and you know that 8 is going in from that 7th day. If you're counting right and you know how to count your days, all right, it goes into that 8th day. All right. And it says, and ye shall take you on the first day of the bow, you say that, bows of goodly trees, all right, branches of palm trees and boughs of thick trees and willows of the brook, and ye shall rejoice before the Lord. You see, that's the thing right there. We're supposed to rejoice before the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for 7 days. All right, this is literally a time where Give me 1 second. Let me mute this. All right. So this is a time. Damn, I think I actually didn't mute that. Yeah, I didn't mute that. There we go. All right. So this is, what you're supposed to do is take let me see if I can get a picture of it. See, what you're supposed to do is grab. See what kind of images they got. Supposed to do things like this. All right. But not the way these damn fucking devils do it. All right. You're really supposed to go. Matter of fact, you know what's a good way to put it? I got a better way to put it. What did it say? It said thicket. Let's go to thicket. Thickets. No, I didn't say tickets. Yeah, see, this is what you want to get. All right, you want to get like trees like this. All right. And then you get big leaves like palm tree leaves, depending where you're at. But you're supposed to take like, sticks like this and create like a little tent. All right, you see how this is right here? All right, put them to the side. Let's see what kind of leaves they show. Yeah, see, you want leaves like this. These are big leaves, and you grab these and you put them on top, and you form yourself like a little tent made out of thick trees and leaves like that. All right, and that will be called a sukkah. All right, I believe that's how it goes. All right, which I'll get into that in a second. I believe when you go into Deuteronomy, it speaks about that. All right, so it says, the boughs of goodly trees and branches of palm trees and the boughs of thick trees and willows of the brook, and ye shall rejoice. All right, and that's the main thing. We're supposed to rejoice. All right, and rejoice that we have this truth, that we have this knowledge, that you are one that has a chance to have salvation. Right, just to have this truth is a chance that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua has given you to repent and to be called into them chariots, man. All right, because this is a one-time chance. That's why you're not supposed to get this word and then go back into the world, man. You only literally get one shot at this. So while you're in it, you just got to do right and stick with it. You got to run with this truth. So these are things that we do. We rejoice on times like this, with the brothers and the sisters that are in this truth. You don't go out there and rejoice with the people of the world. You rejoice with the people that are in this truth. And if you have brothers and sisters around you, you get up on this day and you speak about holy things, holy conversation, holy convocation. All right. You make can make a little drink offering with wine and things like that. All right. And like I said, you're not going to be making those sacrifices and anything like that because those are done away with. But we are the ultimate sacrifice ourselves. All right. So, since we can't do those things, sacrifice something that you constantly do, and just don't do it for 7 days, And then it says, let's go into 41. And it says, and ye shall keep it a feast unto the Lord 7 days in the year. And it shall be a statute forever in your generations, and ye shall celebrate it in the 7th month. And ye shall dwell in booths 7 days. Those are those booths that I was talking about. All right. Let me see if it comes up on here. Leviticus 23. See if it comes up on here. Should dwell in booths. Sukkah, you see? Sukkah. So it's a thicket, cover, a booth. All right, just showing what I just showed you, with those trees and different type of things like that. All right. That's what you're really supposed to do. And you're supposed to, you know, chill in those things for 7 days. All right. And, you know, have holy convocation in there. All right. So it says, but it's no, if you can't do it, hey, it's not a big deal. All right. The main thing is to be, you know, in holy conversation that day, keep your day as a Sabbath, you know, and, you know, you can sit back in the house and drink a little wine and just rejoice and be thankful that you have this truth. All right. And it says, and you shall keep it a feast unto the Lord 7 days in the year, and it shall be a statute forever in your generations, and ye shall celebrate it in the 7th month. And ye shall dwell in booths 7 days. All that are Israelites born shall dwell in booths, that your generation may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, your power. And Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feasts of the Lord. You see? So that was, you know, basically what you're supposed to do on the time of the feast of the tabernacles. All right. Let me get a couple other little scriptures, and that'll pretty much be the lesson, because it's not going to be a long lesson at all. Deuteronomy 16, 13, and it says, thou shalt observe the feast of tabernacles 7 days. After that, thou hast gathered in thy corn and thy wine. All right, yeah, going into that, you know, you're supposed to gather the harvest of that time, of the end of the year harvest. All right, and you know, bring it in. And it says, Deuteronomy 16 and 14, and thou shalt rejoice. You see, going back into that word rejoice, being joyful, man, being thankful. All right, in thy feast, thou and thy son and thy daughter and thy manservant and thy maidservant and the Levite, the stranger and the fatherless and the widow that are within thy gates. 7 days shalt thou keep a solemn feast unto the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah thy power, in the place which the Lord shall choose, because the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah thy power shall bless thee in all thy increase and in all thy works of thine hands. Therefore thou shalt surely rejoice. You see, and that's why we're gonna, you know, pray these 7 days, you know, and rejoice and you know, in hopes that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you know, he increases our knowledge, our faith, you know, our endurance for the times that are to come, you know. Let's go into Ezra 3 and 4. Yeah, 3 and 4, and it says, they kept also the feast of tabernacles, also as it is written, and offered daily burnt offerings by number, according to the custom, as the duty of every day required. All right, and again, you know, we're not doing that. All right, but that's the way it was held. You know, that's the history of it. And it says, afterward, offered the continual burnt offering, both of the new moons and of all the set feasts of the Lord that were consecrated, and of every one that willingly offered a free will offering unto the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. From the first day of the 7th month. Not Slakia, that's it. Yeah, that's a different part. Yeah, that's a different part. All right, now let's go to yeah, I already went there. Then we go to Nehemiah 8 and 13, because this was talking about when Nehemiah was reading the book of the law, all right, to the people, because they weren't keeping their laws properly, their law, statutes, and commandments. All right, this is 13. 13, yeah, 8 and 13. And it says, And on the second day were gathered together the chief of the fathers of all the people, and the priests and the Levites, unto Ezra the scribe, even to even to understand the words of the law. And they found written in the law with the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua had commanded by Moses, that the children of Israel should dwell in booths in the feast of the 7th month, all right, which is that feast of the Tabernacles, and that they should publish and proclaim in all their cities and in Jerusalem, saying, go forth onto the mount and fetch olive branches and pine branches and myrtle branches and palm branches and branches of thick trees to make booths, as it is written. You see? So, and keep reading. So the people went forth and bought them and made themselves booths, everyone upon the roof of his house, and in their courts, and in the courts of the house of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and in the street of the water gate, and in the street of the gate of Ephraim. All the congregation of them that were come again out of the captivity made booths and sat under the booths, for since the days of Yeshua, all right, the son of Nun, all right, onto that day had not the children of Israel done so, and there was a very great gladness, all right. See, a great rejoice there, because they weren't keeping those laws, statutes, and commandments properly, and they learned. And it says, also day by day, for the first day onto the last day, he read in the book of the law of Yahweh, and they kept the feast 7 days, and on the 8th day was a solemn assembly according to that, onto the manner. You see? So that's pretty much what we're supposed to do in these times. Shalom, brother Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Barakatah. All right, that's what we're supposed to do in the time of the Feast of the Tabernacles. All right, if you could, go out in the back and make a little booth, and you don't have to sleep out there. All right, back in the day, they pretty much did. All right, but you could just go out in and out throughout the day, throughout the night, go back and forth a little something. But if you don't, it's not that serious, because we're in the times where, this captivity, man, it's hard to really get things that we really want to. You can't just go pull up somewhere and start cutting trees down. Somebody call the cops on your ass. But if you have a little access to things like that, which I should have did it myself, because I actually have access in my backyard to a lot of woods. All right. But I was working and all that, so I didn't have. And I actually literally forgot today was the Feast of the Tabernacles. I seen a post and it reminded me of it. I was like, oh, today's the day. And I just put a little lesson together for edification's sake, right? But the main thing is to be in that holy conversation, all right? Sacrifice, you're sacrificing yourself to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua to keep these 7 days as holy as possible, and to rejoice that you really have this truth, this knowledge, that you have brothers and sisters that's out there, in the same mode and doing the same thing. All right. Salakia for the mess in the background. I'm in the middle of painting my house. But yeah, just rejoice. That's the main thing, to be out there and rejoicing in these times. All right, it's beautiful times. We're almost up out of here just by the things that's going on left to right. All types of prophecies jumping out the scriptures. All right, this America itself is just being brought down to naught every single day. All right, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is visiting this earth very heavy right now with weather and storms and earthquakes, volcanoes, all types of things, man. So that's something to rejoice about, all right, because we are getting closer to our destination. We're getting closer to seeing Yahweh Shai crack them clouds open and get us up out of here, man, so we could finally be able to enjoy that kingdom and enjoy each other, all right, and live forever in peace, like we supposed to. We tired of this captivity, man. We tired of seeing the vexation going in our spirit, man, with all this wickedness that's constantly around us, man. Right? I can't even stand it anymore. Like every single day, as we get closer to our destination, these devils get even fucking more wicked. They get more, oh man, the things that they just passed the law with Man, there's a couple laws they just passed. They just passed some bullshit law with pedophilia and some other shit. I forgot what it was. They just passed. I believe it was today. They said that the kids under 12 have to be mandated to yo jabba jabba. You know, it's crazy. So every day that we're getting closer to our destination, these devils are coming down harder and harder, and it just vexes your soul more and more, and it has you sitting there like, damn, I really want to get up out of here. I can't be here no more. If we here any longer, man, it's just gonna be disgusting out here. So we want to get up out of here as quick as possible. That's why we hasten on to the coming of Yahweh Shai, all right? That he come in and get us out of here with a speedy riddance and get us out of here quicker than we supposed to be, you know. But hey, that's pretty much the point. All right. Lord willing, it was edifying. So with that being said, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, call Haloim Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and Akwat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. Let me get this out real quick. That's right, Mark 13 and 20. And except that the Lord has shortened those days, no flesh shall be saved, but for the elect's sake, whom he has chosen, he has shortened the days. Exactly. That's why times is flying out here, man. Time is literally flying on a very high level. Even though it seems like we're taking long, it seems like things are stretched out, but hey, at the same time, if you really look at it, everything is flying, and that's why the devil's coming down on us with great wrath, because them days are moving so fast. All right, you have to understand that where's that at? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is controlling these devils, man. All right, let me get that real quick. The King's Heart, KJV. That's right. This is Proverbs. Salakia. I want this one right here. Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. You see? And that's talking about how Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is in the control of these damn devils, man. That's why they're coming down on us with great wrath and moving fast, because he's the one that's controlling these devils. All right. And then it says, every way of a man is right in their own eyes, but the Lord pondereth their hearts. You see, that's all in control of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Matter of fact, let me get another scripture that I just thought about. Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, and it says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. All right. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. And that's why these people continue to keep doing the wickedness that they're doing, because they haven't been judged, man. All right. But why haven't they been judged? Because they are reserved for the day of judgment. Like it tells you in Job. This is 8 and 12. And it says, though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So, hey, it might seem like it's taking forever, but at the end of the day, these devils are reserved for the day of judgment, and these devils is literally gonna catch their that ass whooping soon, man. They're gonna catch that judgment real soon, man. All right. So, let them continue to keep pushing the way they pushing with their agendas, man. All right. Coming down on us with great wrath, because these days are being shortened out for the elect's sake. All right. And we almost up out of here, man. We literally almost up out of here. Like I said, it might not seem like we are, but we definitely almost up out of here. All right. So just keep pushing and keep fighting the good fight of faith. So with that being said, Shalom.